In this video, I want to talk about how to live well under any circumstances or any circumstance or situation. This week I was driving around town and I was handling some logistics for my recent move, or I'm be moving into a new place here shortly. I had some things to take care of and things on my list, and I was driving around town trying to check some of the things off of my boxes, and you could say things weren't working out so well. They weren't going as according to plan. Well, you know whose plan that was? It was the plan that I created in my own mind. And I'm driving around, and as things aren't going so well, they're not working out the way I thought they would or should or expected them to. I started to feel this overwhelming feeling of angst, and I started to notice that uh, I said, I'm just having a bad day. I don't know if you've ever had this, but it's funny for me now as a coach, because sometimes my clients say they have a bad day, and here I am. I'm having this little voice in my head, like a little child, really throwing a temper tantrum that I'm having a bad day. Um, Anyways, I'm digressing a bit, but one of the things that is clear to me that there is no such thing as a bad day. I used to think that those were real, but there is no such thing as a bad day. It's only the fact that life really isn't going according to Greg's plans, and that's what is really a bad day. Um, and that's true for all human beings. There is no such thing as a bad day. There's shit that happens. There's car accidents that happen. There's things that happen to friends and loved ones that we wish wouldn't happen. But there is no such thing as a bad day. There's only um, life and our ability to respond to that, and then the thinking we have about those things. Okay. Anyways, I'm driving around town, and I'm really, really starting to feel like the universe is against me for the day. And as I'm reminiscing or ruminating about these thoughts and poor me, I'm missing my turns. I'm almost getting in an accident. Um, I uh, I'm lost. My GPS isn't working. It's like it's a calamity of mishaps. And as I'm driving around, I'm also I have the understanding of the three principles within me, and my wisdom kind of comes and whacks me on the back of the head. And I hear this little voice in my head that says, "Greg, you're being a little reactive bitch." That's what my wisdom said in the moment. It says, "Greg, you're being a little reactive bitch." And I'm like, yeah, wow, that is really true. I'm reacting to the circumstances and the situations in life, and I'm reacting to my thinking, and I'm reacting to my experience, and I'm it's like popcorn. I'm just highly reactive. I'm going, "Oh my gosh." And then my wisdom came forward and it said, "Greg, you always have a choice. You always have a choice. You can either respond to what's going on, or you can react." Wow. I can be responsive. I can respond to what's going on within me and around me, or I can be reactive to that. And, as I sat with that, what came forward is kind of things I've heard before. And like these words called "the buck stops here." Whoa, the buck stops here. Take 100% responsibility, or 100% ownership. Like all these things started to come to me. It's like, oh shit, that's what they mean. So the buck stops here is that my experience is only coming from me in the moment, given my thinking in the moment. And that's true always. That's a spiritual fact, it's a truth. And when I become reactive, I've lost my grounding with what's true. I've lost my grounding in a spiritual fact that I am creating my experience moment by moment by moment via mind, consciousness, and thought. And that's always true, even when it doesn't look that way. Okay? So I was talking with a couple people yesterday, and I said, wouldn't it be cool, maybe a little confronted, anyway, cool in my mind, but wouldn't it be cool if we were around people that asked us a very simple question? And that question is, are you taking 100% responsibility and ownership for the experience that you're in right now? Okay? Let me say that again. Are you taking 100% ownership for what you're experiencing right now? Okay? That means you're not blaming anything, you're not complaining, you're not looking to explain it in any other way other than, yep, I lost my grounding, I've lost my bearings, I've lost the pulse of what's true. And yep, that's true. I've lost my bearing. Nope, I'm not. In this moment, I'm not taking 100% responsibility for the creation of my experience. Okay? Wow. Now that would be really powerful if I was surrounded or you were surrounded by people that ask you that simple question. Whatever's going on for you, if you're upset, if you're scared, if you're depressed, if you're happy, if you're frustrated, if you're confused, those are all experiences, okay? Now, if somebody asked you, are you taking 100% ownership and responsibility for the experience that you're having right now? No yeah buts, no you don't understand, no, well, this is going on and this is going, no. Are you taking 100% responsibility for your experience in the moment? Okay? Now, for me, my commitment is to come back to that and own that as quickly as I can, because that's what's true. That's what's true. And when I live in truth, I can live under any circumstances and live a nice life. I can live well with any circumstances. Okay? So if you're upset right now about something, take 100% responsibility and ownership for the fact that you're upset. If you're scared right now, take 100% responsibility and ownership for the experience you're having in the moment around being upset, frustrated, confused, whatever it is. And just notice what happens, okay? Now, what will help is if a person understands the principles underneath the human dimension, which is mind, consciousness, and thought. And without that understanding, it can be very confusing and really slow in taking ownership. And it really starts to look like, well, ownership and responsibility is, it's my fault or I'm guilty and all that. No, there's none of that in this, okay? Taking 100% ownership and responsibility for my experience is just like aligning with what's true. And when we align with what's true, we can live well in life under any circumstances. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you like it, please like it, share, or comment below. Take care.